Spring break week in Canada. Good Monday morning. It's also Royal Manitoba Winter Fair Week locally in our province, our state. We've got a very special event happening, and we're going to touch on that this morning as we get your spring break week rolling. Hope you had a great weekend. And we start with a giant breakfast that's taking place in our community, and we're going to have the great bacon debate. How you like your bacon? You like it flabby and gross or nice and crispy? Crispy bacon! Crispy bacon! And after we visited last time, we did have some rather big news items to circle back to. Princess Kate, the Princess Kate update, our last one for a while, because by now I'm sure you've heard. As the world continues to react to her diagnosis, we're going to tell you what is happening with regards to the royal family this morning and give you one last Kate update before we kind of grant their request for privacy and kind of move on with our lives and just hope for the best and pray that she'll make a full recovery. More on that coming up. Also, a disturbing story out of Russia. I'm sure you saw as well that there was a giant terrorist attack that took place in a theater. And why would you care? Why would this affect you? Well, because Mr. Putin is pretty pissed at Ukraine. He's thinking that Ukraine might be to blame, and this could really make things a whole lot worse. So we're just going to touch on it briefly, give you the stuff that I think that it's important to talk about real briefly, and then we'll move on to the big stories of the day. A Canadian man who has now gone viral on Facebook because he's buying poop from women. Yes, you heard correctly. The man from Ontario who is taken to Facebook Marketplace to buy poop. And Meta's scrambling this morning. I don't think that's legal. Let's go through our terms and conditions here. Is this allowed? Is this okay? Are we allowing people to do this? Rob Lowe celebrated his 60th birthday, and it was a lot of plastic surgery. We got the pictures from the plastic surgery palooza. If you were at the theater this weekend, you probably went to see Ghostbusters. Who are you going to call? Boy, from Beetlejuice to Ghostbusters, all those great 80s and 90s movies are coming back in rerun and, well, redo, remake, reboot. And Ghostbusters is one of them. So if you're headed to the theater this spring break, you may want to check out Ghostbusters. Big movie over the weekend. Also, we are the show about food, fun places, and the mayhem of life, and oftentimes that means disruptions on aircraft. This time around, a man was kicked off an airplane for being drunk. Nothing new on this show. What is new is it's a celebrity this time. Dun dun dun. A celebrity, you say? What kind of celebrity? Well, he is on a TV show. You might have heard of it. Yellowstone. Dun dun dun. The plot thickens. So who got drunk and kicked off a plane from the cast of Yellowstone? That is also coming up. Thank you for being here. I'm Tyler Glen. This is a beach bunker. This is where the show originates from the geographical center of North America, actually technically just north of there. But we're about as far away from the beach as you can get, but it doesn't matter because we're headed to South Beach, Florida today. That is our beach cam for spring break, and as we go outside this morning, it is a cold start to spring break. Now, normally we get a storm that coincides with this winter fair of ours, and that does not look like it's going to materialize. I think our punch to the mouth came about 2 weeks ago when we got hammered with a massive snowstorm. And taking a look at the extended forecast and all the weather models and stuff, it's sunny. Now it's cold. It is going to be well below normal for this time of year. Now we should be +2, and we will be lucky to crack like -2. Might see 0 on Thursday, but by Thursday, our normal is now +3. So below normal this week, but not much in the way of bad weather, which is great news for organizers of our fair that we've got going on in our town. Your road update is brought to you by voicemanusa.com. This is your luxurious ride from Brandon to Winnipeg and back again. If you need a ride, call Westman Shuttle at 730-2333 or visit them at westmanshuttle.com. And the roads are looking Jim dandy. We've got that Grand Valley camera down again this week, so I've just put a little happy spring break thing there. The remnants of the precipitation, the Colorado low that hit the Dakotas, oof, they're stuck. South Dakota, North Dakota, Minnesota. There's warnings out for Wisconsin for you, Molly. There is, that system missed us, thank God. Went to the south, and they are digging out. Bad weather to our south. But for us in the north, we're looking good. Sunshine and just cold temperatures. So let's take a look at the air temperature map this morning, and then we'll show you what the snowpack looks like, what we've got for snow. And you'll probably see a lot of the snow that they got in the Dakotas and Minnesota over the last 24 hours. There's our temperature map for those that want to see how cold we are compared to everybody else in North America. And then this is the snowpack map, and so we'll be watching this now until all the snow disappears, and we are officially into a snowless spring. But look at that. North Dakota got it, South Dakota, Nebraska, and just the northern tip of Kansas even got some, and of course Colorado. So snow is back for the lower 48, but that won't last long. By middle of next week, it'll all be melted. So let's get into the beach bunker and welcome you aboard. Welcome aboard. Happy spring break. Happy day one of the Royal Manitoba Winter Fair. It is one of Western Canada's largest agriculture festivals. Now, to explain this to people who are not from the area, we have a giant facility that has a hockey arena in it, and then it's got like, I don't know, what would you say, like a dozen different rooms. Some are curling rinks, some are halls. It's this multi-purpose facility. It's got a hotel attached to it. It's ginormous. And what they do is every springtime, because everybody's been cooped up, we're all free on spring break. The kids are out of school, and all the ag folks invade this space, and there's animals, there's agriculture displays. It's all focused on ag because we're an ag area. This is what we do in our neck of the woods. We make food, as many do in the heartland, all the way down to the Gulf Coast of Texas. They make lots of food in that corridor, but we're at the top, the most northern part. And there's lots of wheats and grains and pigs and cows and sheep and stuff like that. So it smells phenomenal. Well, today, in all fairness, it does smell good because over at the Dome building, they're doing a kickoff breakfast with one of our sponsors, Sunrise Credit Union. And so that is where we will begin. Good morning, Sunrise Credit Union, and all the volunteer staff who will be helping to serve up bacon, eggs, and sausages. And I think there might even be pancakes, too. Sunrise Credit Union with 19 locations to serve you across southwestern Manitoba, and part sponsors of this year's Royal Manitoba Winter Fair, but major sponsors of today's breakfast. So wander on over to the Dome building. It just got underway, and it will continue until 10 o'clock this morning. It is a cost of $8, and they do ask you to bring a non-perishable food item to donate to the Samaritan House Food Bank, if you can remember. Can of beans, can of tuna, can of anything would go a long way. I know when we did the birthday party over at Tim Hortons, the first birthday of the show, we were so excited by all the people that drop by and drop food off. Thank you so much for doing that, and we invite you to do the same at the breakfast today. The Sunrise Breakfast with Sunrise Credit Union, Dome Building, over at the Keystone Center until 10 o'clock this morning. And again, that is to kick off this year's Royal Manitoba Winter Fair. As we say good morning and chat to all the spring breakers this morning, we've got Mika Bellicosa on TikTok, one of our first ones in this morning. Mika Bellicosa, thank you so much for being here, along with Tasha and Road Reverend in early this morning. So maybe contrary to popular belief, I thought folks would be sleeping in today. We've got folks that are maybe under a blanket with a nice hot cup of coffee to enjoy some beach time with us today. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Beautifully Broken on TikTok. It's nice to see you. Beautifully Broken. Yes, Cheryl Bertram is here on Twitch. Good morning. DJ Vivi on TikTok. Oh, TikTok's fired up this morning. Good to see you. Lindy Lux is doing well on Twitch. Karen Enns is here on Twitch as well this morning. Happy spring break, Karen Enns. Good to see you. Welcome aboard. We also have, I think we said good morning to Road Reverend. Road Reverend, I can't wait to see Nick. I know the Brandon Wheat Kings are in the playoffs, and now we know who they're going to face off against. Exciting times ahead. InSync on TikTok. I don't think that InSync. It's a different InSync. Good morning. Zumba Bernice is here on Twitch. Good morning, Zumba Bernice. Karen Cooey is here on Twitch as well. Cindy joins us on Facebook this morning and says, good morning, Sunseekers. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Working this morning, so she's going to catch up with us all later. Jody Kaslik is here on Facebook. Good morning, Jody. Good to see you this morning. Janine Fleury-Urbanovich is also here on Facebook. And Derek is here on Twitch. Hope you had a great weekend, Derek. Good to see you. Happy Monday. Happy Spring Break Monday. Getting ready for the show. There was actually some sunshine poking into the beach bunker. Gotta love it. Rake in Canada. Good morning. And Patoum and Aaron on TikTok. Good morning. Cass is joining us on Facebook. Will be streaming from the Winter Fair breakfast. Oh. Cass, just DM me the stream link if you can. Or I want to, he is amazing. If you remember the first birthday party that we had over at Tim Hortons, Will is Cassie's son, Cass and Herman, and he is going to be a broadcaster. He is an incredibly talented little guy. I think if you watch the show, you remember it on the first, where he's like, I'm interviewing him, and he's like grabbing the microphone, and he's like off on this. He's just like kind of does his own thing. He's like off he goes. He's wind him up and set him free. He is amazing. So I would love to hear what he's doing and put it on the show, Cass. So we've got to figure out how we can do that. Or maybe what I'll do is set up a link during the beach break that he can connect. I don't know. I don't want to wreck his plans, but whatever he's going to do, he's going to be awesome because he's a little talker. He's good. Good morning, Quentin. Quentin is here on Twitch. Maybelline62 is here on Twitch, too. It's good to see you both. Welcome. Polar Bear is here on Twitch, too. Good morning to you. Happy spring break. Crispy bacon, Jody says. Oh, doesn't that sound great? Crispy bacon. Nick Adams is here, our Wheat Kings correspondent. So we've got our breakfast correspondent lined up. We have got our Wheat Kings correspondent lined up. I might have to give you a call, Nick. We might have to get our daily Nick Wheat King update. Oh, Are you doing a show Friday? Good Friday. No, we will be off on Friday. Thanks for asking, Tosh. No, I will be with family on Friday. Good Friday is a holiday. It is a short work week. And thank you for asking. Tigers 2K. Quentin says nothing but fresh air at the fair. But I think the breakfast is at the Dome building. Now, they used to have it inside the Keystone Center, and it was the best smelling part of the fair. You'd come up the ramp, that's the entranceway of this big facility we have, and you could just smell the bacon. Oh, it's just like the cartoons. You just like the smoke there, or not the smoke, the smell would be wafting through the air, and you'd just be like in the cartoon, floating up the ramp towards the breakfast. Oh, I can smell the bacon. Then the rest of the week, it smelled like money because there's animals all over the place, and it is the greatest smell in the world, the smell of money. Yes, indeed. And apparently, somebody is trying to buy that money from women on the internet. What a creep. It's a funny story, though. Oh, yes. Nick says, I'm surprised you're not on location this morning. Well, there's other media outlets that are sponsors of certain things, so I'm just a little guy, and I'm at the beach. I have nothing to do with winter, remember? I am the anti-winter. However, we will talk about it. Make sure you know what's going on. We'll have our correspondents on location. However, I am handing out freebies tomorrow with Co-ops of Westman. And so I'm all about the free, but we'll only be doing that until they run out, and because we're in a time of extraordinary delight for freebies, I bet you we are completely mauled. Tomorrow at 11 a.m., I will be briefly at the Winter Fair. I will update you. You'll see some reports. You'll see some pictures. You'll see some video, Nick. So I will be at this year's fair handing out stuff until I am assaulted. And then once I am assaulted, tackled, and all the freebies are gone, I will dust myself off and go over to Natural Elements for my soak on Tuesday afternoon. I got this all planned out. It's all strategized. So I'll lick my wounds, my bumps and bruises will get soaked in those salt tubs over at Natural Elements. Tasha has a question. Will you do Keyboard Thursday if you're not airing Friday? Yes, I will. Thank you, Tasha. It will be Keyboard Thursday. One of the only ones, if not the only one, we'll have. But it is a long weekend, so the keyboard will be Thursday, which means we're already one day closer to the keyboard, which means short work week. Yeah. Woo! Good morning, Pork Chop 2024. I can't believe how busy it is for a holiday. I guess people have some time to watch. Lots of folks joining us in chat this morning. This is crazy. Nicholas on TikTok, good morning. Good to see you. Here we go. Week King stuff. Linda Horvath Johnson on Facebook. Nick says games 3 and 4 versus Moose Jaw, April 3rd and 4th. Game 6, if needed, will be on the 7th. Christopher is here on Facebook, too. Good morning, Christopher. Ryan Marcus is here on Twitch, too. Holy cow. Molly is here, too. Good morning, Molly. And I think we're all caught up because we got to get to the good thing. Yesterday's good thing. Thank you for being here, guys. Boy, it's busier than I thought it would be for a holiday Monday, spring break, Winter Fair week. Thank you for being here to start the morning together as we start on a positive note. Yesterday's good thing. Yes, that's right. Keyboard bump to Thursday. Breaking news, breaking news. Keyboard bump to Thursday. You will get your keyboard. Yesterday's good thing. Now, we start the show with some positivity. Each and every day, the world is filled with negativity, but not the start of this show. We start with positivity, and it means a look back to yesterday. Now, Mondays are an easy one because you get to cheat, you get to encompass the whole weekend and bring it to Monday for yesterday's good thing. Caitlin on TikTok, good morning. And so just fire away GT and then semicolon, and then you can, or colon, whatever it is, a dash, just put GT, and then I know it's your good thing, and then fire away in chat. Tell me what your good thing was from yesterday, good thing from the weekend, and I suspect we will have lots because it is the start of spring break. La Loupe 42. La Loupe 42, your good thing. Christopher says, he's got his playoff beard going. Okay, Christopher, what you need to do is every day you need to take a picture of yourself with your playoff beard so you can see it grow. And then what happens is depending on how quickly they're eliminated from the playoffs, you can make like a time lapse video of your playoff beard getting longer and longer. Then you can maybe put it to music like, let's go, we Kings, let's go, we Kings. Shannon's 145 on TikTok. Good morning. Molly says, oh, no, Molly's having a conversation. Sorry, thought that was a GT. Ephraim on TikTok. Nick says, GT. Went to Joe Beaver's last night, had the Meat Lovers poutine. Ground beef, farmer sausage, 2 kinds of bacon, a meaty masterpiece, some mild chest pain this morning. I threw in the chest pain part. Oh, doesn't that sound good? That sounds like our next sponsor, Metamucil. When you need traffic to move after eating cheese and meat on a plate, heated up and now essentially colon concrete, you need Metamucil. Go to your local drugstore and pick up a big container of Metamucil and wash it down with some prune juice and corn oil. Sit back and watch the fun unfold. Brought to you also by Joe's Plumbing Shop. When you burst your PVC pipes, call Joe. He'll come over. Joe knows what it's like to blow a pipe. Cass says, my good thing is I have an awesome mother-in-law who will look after my young baby while my husband grocery shops. That's awesome. Molly says, GT, my boyfriend and his mom and sister had their birthday party Saturday, and it was fun. Well, of course. That's great, Molly. Good to hear. Happy birthday. To your boyfriend's mom and sister, I hope that it's always good if there's a piñata. Always makes for fun video. There's always mayhem with a piñata. Somebody misses, gets a shot to the groin. Someone takes a shot to the head. Piñatas creating injuries since 1771 when they were invented. Piñatas at birthday parties. Good times. Good times. Antoine on TikTok. Good morning. Hello. Road Reverend says, no snow here. Well, there's snow where I am at the beach bunker. We got lots of snow. Was in Winnipeg on the weekend, and they virtually have any snow. They don't have any. It's pretty dry. Tasha says, GT, hubby made a yummy breakfast and a nice hot bowl of soup for me yesterday when I was not feeling well. Oh, I hope you're feeling better this morning, Tosh. Being sick on spring break is never fun. But that is so nice that hubby did the right thing and took care of you. You take care of him, and now he's taking care of you. That's fantastic. My good thing is I celebrated my son's 25th birthday, and we went to a place called the Rec Room in Winnipeg. It's like a game room place, and they have a restaurant in there. There's David and Liberty, and they're enjoying their cocktails. This is them at the restaurant, and a big pitcher of beer for us. And let me show you some other ones here. Oh, there's our table. There we are. See, we cleared out that area just because, there was some beans involved. And so we wanted to make sure that everybody had a good dining experience. Stay away. There we are. And then they've got they're celebrating a big win on one of their games. But you know what I'm talking about, right? It's the whole ticket thing. You get like a wristband, and then you go and you can redeem your tickets after for prizes. You spend the afternoon there, you drop like $100, and then you get points, and you're playing these games, and you get more points, and you're like, holy cow, I've got 5,000 points. I can't wait to see what I win. And then after you're done playing the game, you go and you take your 5,000 points to the treasure chest room, and you go in there, and they give you a sucker. One sucker, 5,000 points. The coffee maker is 1 million points. Oh, crap. I should have tried harder. It was a lot of fun. That was my good thing. We had a good time. And here is The family exit photo. That's backwards. I should have corrected that. But anyway, that was my good thing. David's 25th birthday party. It was a lot of fun at the Rec Room. And it's a fun place in Winnipeg. It's over by the, what's that furniture store? IKEA? Where you put your own furniture together. It's over in that area. Jody says, GT, we visited with a spry 98-year-old friend of the family. Very nice. Inspirational at 98 years old. That's fantastic. Thanks, Road Reverend. Okay. South end of Winnipeg. Is that where it is? I don't know. The Fat Burger is over there, too. I did not get a Fat Burger, but it's in that neighborhood, too. You can see the IKEA. The IKEA. Everyone kind of seems to know where the IKEA is, I think. Anyway. Do you know where Auto Fashion is? If you can find Lady of the Lake, if you can find Lee's Buffet, you can find Auto Fashion right next door to the car wash at 255 17th Street North. They're behind Lee's Buffet, and they do not just detailing, but fine auto finishing. Over the spring break, let's get that car all cleaned up. They'll get it done on the inside. If you've got a scratch or dent or you've got hail damage, they're MPI accredited. They take SGI claims, too, at Auto Fashion. They do preventative care, so if you need some coating done on your vehicle, Auto Fashion is the headquarters for car care. They do it right. They're award-winning. 255 17th Street North. Go see Auto Fashion. And our friends at Co-ops of Westman, tomorrow is Co-ops of Westman 4-H Day at the Royal Manitoba Winter Fair. As mentioned earlier, I'll be on location starting at 11 a.m. tomorrow, giving away some freebies to celebrate the day. I hope that we run into you and see you and you can get some freebies and have some fun with us. We're going to be handing out these treat bags until they're all gone. It should be a lot of fun. I can't wait to see the crew at Co-op. They're always a good time. Great group of folks there. So, again, Co-ops of Westman. We were going to do that 4-H public speaking event. We didn't have quite as many 4-H public speakers as we wanted to make it a fair competition, so we kind of pivoted and said, why don't we just do a bunch of giveaways? So that's what's going to happen tomorrow starting at 11 a.m. for Co-ops of Westman 4-H Day tomorrow at the Royal Manitoba Winter Fair. You're at home here with Co-ops of Westman, Heritage Co-op, Pembina, Twin Valley, Valley View, Boundary, Neepawa, Gladstone Co-op, and Hamiota, too. And the Sunrise Credit Union Breakfast is on now. It's on at the Dome Building, and it's going to continue until 10 o'clock this morning. Oh, it's a different Cass. Oh, no. Oh, so I might not have my little guy on location. It's a different Cass. Sorry, Cass. You have me confused with another Cass. Oh, no, I'll be on location tomorrow. Oh, I wanted him on location. I should have arranged that. I think I've got half our Sunseekers are confused. The other half are disappointed. Anyway, we're going to talk bacon. We're going to talk Princess Kate. We're going to talk real briefly on Russia. We're going to talk Wheat Kings hockey because they're in the playoffs. And you will not believe Sobeys is changing their shopping carts. And it's going to freak you out. And not in a bad way. You're just going to go, what? Are you kidding me? We're going to show it to you coming up on the show about food, fun places, and the mayhem of life because you decided that you would spend part of your day with us, and we do appreciate that. Let's go to South Beach. This is Miami for our beach break. Look at this, a live shot. It's a little breezy. They're doing some windsurfing there. Doing some actual surfing, too. Let's check out Florida this morning on the start of Spring Break 2024. Thank you so much for being here. We'll have more coming up in just a bit. to tell you, it was so nice to have some sunshine as the show's getting started this morning. Oh, this time of year is so awesome. Hey, happy spring break to you. Thanks for being here for the first hour of the show about food, fun places, and the mayhem of life. Again, in about 30 minutes, we move exclusively to the Twitch platform, twitch.tv/Tyler Glen Show. So if you are joining us on X, you're joining us on TikTok, you're joining us on YouTube, or you're joining us on Facebook, we're going to make the move in about 30 minutes, maybe a little less than half an hour. And that's where we're going to be. That's where we're always at for 2 hours of the show about food, fun places, and mayhem of life. And we invite you to come and join us for some fun chat, conversation, coffee, and beach time, because there's always a beach chair for you. And we have got a look at our roads this morning that are looking just fine. Although the Grand Valley Cam is still down this morning. Your roads brought to you by voicemanusa.com. Your first class ride from Brandon to Winnipeg and back again. 730-2333. voicemanusa.com. And not only are the roads looking good, but we do not have any storms in our forecast. This is me knocking on wood. Knocking on wood. There is no one at the door. Knocking on wood this morning. Because it is going to be cold this week. But storms, no, not so much. The storm that likely was supposed to be our winter fair storm hit to the south of us and dumped on North Dakota, South Dakota, and parts of Minnesota. You'll see it here on the snowpack. That was all cleared up. They were well into spring. Grass was already starting to turn a little green, and then they got snow on the weekend. So, ooh. Colleen McD on Facebook. Good last Monday of March. Have a great one. You too. Back into the beach bunker we come. And since the last time we were together, there was breaking news. Chances are you've seen it. We'll see it again. Princess Kate with an announcement on Friday.
I wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you personally for all the wonderful messages of support and for your understanding whilst I've been recovering from surgery. It has been an incredibly tough couple of months for our entire family, but I've had a fantastic medical team who have taken great care of me, for which I'm so grateful. In January, I underwent major abdominal surgery in London, and at the time, it was thought that my condition was non-cancerous. The surgery was successful. However, tests after the operation found cancer had been present. My medical team therefore advised that I should undergo a course of preventative chemotherapy, and I'm now in the early stages of that treatment. This, of course, came as a huge shock, and William and I have been doing everything we can to process and manage this privately for the sake of our young family. As you can imagine, this has taken time. It has taken me time to recover from major surgery in order to start my treatment, but most importantly, it has taken us time to explain everything to George, Charlotte, and Louis in a way that's appropriate for them and to reassure them that I'm going to be okay. As I've said to them, I am well and getting stronger every day by focusing on the things that will help me heal in my mind, body, and spirits. Having William by my side is a great source of comfort and reassurance too, as is the love, support, and kindness that has been shown by so many of you. It means so much to us both. We hope that you'll understand that as a family, we now need some time, space, and privacy while I complete my treatment. My work has always brought me a deep sense of joy, and I look forward to being back when I'm able. But for now, I must focus on making a full recovery. At this time, I'm also thinking of all those whose lives have been affected by cancer. For everyone facing this disease, in whatever form, please do not lose faith or hope. You are not alone.
So that happened around 1 o'clock on Friday afternoon. And as soon as this dropped, it was pretty evident when you see the picture of her that she had changed somewhat. And I knew, I'm like, uh-oh, pit of my stomach. I'm like, oh, no. And then the announcement came out, and as you just heard, she addressed it head on. And it provided some serious context as to why we couldn't find her after her surgery. It was elusive. And the more she was unavailable, the more the media ramped up its speculation, and the internet, especially the internet. I know the media is getting put through the ringer, and the UK media certainly deserves that. But I'll tell you, the internet even now is relentless, especially on X. If you're on Twitter, holy cow. Some of these people are beyond shameless. They're just heartless, gutless, evil people who just will not stop. And so from where I sit, I quickly became a Kate fan after she had her surgery and we couldn't find her. We were having fun with that on this show, that we felt that maybe there was a something there. There happened to be a something there. She is battling cancer. And so now's the time for us to say, that we wish her nothing but the best. She is going to beat this. And I think that when she does beat this, she is going to be an inspiration to the world, and she is going to be an inspiration to people who are fighting this disease more often than not. Why are so many people falling ill with cancer? It is hitting so many families, so many people. All of our sun seekers know someone or are related to somebody who is battling cancer right now. It is not uncommon. And so now, the incredible heat of the spotlight that was on Princess Kate and still is will be used for good in a way that even Princess Diana couldn't use it. So if you are from the camp of everything happens for a reason, and you believe in positivity, and you think that everything will come out for the best, this could be a wonderful story, and that's what I'm hoping for. And I hope you do too. We love Kate. We hope that she is going to make a full recovery. And I was very, I know it sounds cheesy, but I was proud of her that she did this herself. She went on the camera. She did it on her own time. And that's it. That's it. You pump the brakes. That's it. No more fun. No more laughing until things turn around. And then we can have some fun again. Pork Chop 2024. What do you think, by the way? What were your thoughts when this happened? And what are your thoughts even now as she continues this very private battle kind of publicly? She wants it to be private, but unfortunately, there will be people who want more information, want to know what's going on, what's the latest, and that's kind of gross. Pork Chop 2024 says, wish the media would leave them alone and stop the speculation and stop laughing at people. We talked about this last week, though. Speculation occurs when there's no information. Now we have the facts. You are correct. People need to stop. Speculation happens when there's a lack of information. Pork Chop says it's not just in the UK, it's all over the world. People are mean. Well, and you know what's important, Pork Chop, is to look at who the usernames are too. If they're real people with real identities and they've got a blue check mark, then yes, those people are mean. If they have no name attached to their account and they have no blue check mark and there's some weird, obnoxious user handle, they're probably a bot. And if they're not, they're just some hacktivist who has absolutely no soul. Quentin says, we're seeing so much cancer because people are eating more of the weird ingredients than the actual food. Tasha knows this all too well and wishes that she didn't know it all too well. Like many of us. My dad has been battling cancer since December of 2021. And we are thinking of your dad and hope that his battle continues to move in a positive direction, Tosh. Pork Chop says, stop. Not just with Kate. Everyone has to be kind, no matter who you are. Well, you can't legislate kindness. That is really up to the individual. However, kindness reveals more about the person than it does anything else. The paparazzi who invades the privacy of someone who is seriously ill should be arrested, says Quinton. Should be arrested. Yeah, I don't know. I think that, can you imagine, though, that somewhere in the media, somebody who has to feed their family and their boss is telling them, you need to go get pictures or I'm going to fire you. That's just the grossness of the world that we live in. That poor photographer has to feed his family and probably feels sick to his stomach that he has to go and hunt down maybe a doctor or a specialist or something like that to get a picture for the tabloid. But at the end of the day, who's buying it? Who's consuming it? And I think some self-reflection is involved, myself included. I'll throw myself under the bus too. We all love a good, dirty story. We all love rumors. We all do, because we all do. I think there's some self-reflection involved too. But at the end of the day, what we can control is only ourselves, and we can wish her all the best and hope that this goes well, and we should be the ones in sharing the good news and in sharing, positive vibes and being encouraging to those who are suffering and going through a battle like Princess Kate is. But it was sad. I was thinking back to the time when Princess Diana had her car accident, and not since that time I had cared about somebody I did not meet and really did not know. It was a complete media figure. But as I remind Tracy, okay, guys, we have to keep in mind that this incredible celebrity status that they have, this incredible popularity that Princess Kate has, she will likely turn into good. She will turn it into good, and she will help those who are suffering. I really believe that. Coming up on the show, ice cream flavors that go good with cookies. And who is the guy that got kicked off the plane who's a celebrity on the TV show Yellowstone? We've got that coming up. First, briefly to Russia, and Putin has vowed revenge. Oh, boy. This is not a good story. Oh, boy. Vladimir Putin says the Moscow concert hall gunman who killed 133 tried to flee to Ukraine despite ISIS claiming they were responsible for the terror attack. Now, this is a bit concerning because obviously there's a conflict going on. And this could create a wider conflict. It goes without saying that Vladimir Putin is incredibly upset at what happened. This is a huge tragedy. They're saying this is the worst terrorist attack to happen in Russia in 25 years. And our thoughts are with the Russian people, because these people were they were watching a show in a theater when these gunmen burst in, and some of the videos that are making the rounds on the internet are very disturbing. They're awful. Maybe you've seen them. It's not good. And I really hope that calmer heads prevail and we can get to the bottom of what happened there so that we don't have a wider conflict break out and more problems. Road Reverend says the videos are horrific. I saw that you had come across some. Oh, my God. Karen is still talking about Kate. The Royals could have controlled the narrative much better. Shouldn't have to, but sadly the media will run with whatever gets the top story. You're very that's very true. Two big stories over the weekend. Princess Kate and the Russian theater. 133 people died in this. Oh my God, it's just terrible. Just terrible. So we've got this on the radar. We're going to have to just keep an eye on things. And like I say, hopefully cooler heads prevail. And yeah. Incredible times. The videos are really something else. And please be very, very careful and make sure that, you're talking to your kids if they're spending a lot of time online, that some of that content is incredibly graphic and should, quite frankly, just not be on the internet. But that's how things go, right? I do want to say a special good morning to our friends at Leon's Furniture Superstore. If you are coming in for this year's Royal Manitoba Winter Fair, please stop by Leon's, 3635 Victoria Avenue in Brandon for the Feel the Deal sales event. It has been held over a couple extra days for you to save some big cash, 0% interest on all purchases in-store and online, 24 months, equal monthly payments, 0% interest. 12 months, no payments, 0% interest. Save up to 50% off a pop-up sofa, 50% off the Eden 3-piece queen bed set, 50% off the Kingsdown Firm Queen mattress set, and 50% off the Rourke reclining sofa. All available now at Leon's Furniture Superstore, 3635 Victoria Avenue in Brandon, also at leons.ca. At Epp Law Office, they will help you when it comes to buying or selling a home, or when it comes to the potential of getting a will all done up. What are your final thoughts, your final wishes? It can be an awkward situation. It can be an awkward conversation, but it doesn't have to be a stressful one. Epp Law Office can help. Go and see Epp Law Office for corporate law matters, real estate transactions, or estate law concerns. At 642 18th Street, Unit A, across from the RBC on 18th Street. Epp Law Office. And also the Elkhorn Resort Clarso Spa. Man, do they have a lot of fun stuff planned for the Elkhorn this week. Your spring break headquarters. Even if you are not staying at the Elkhorn, they have an opportunity for you to take part in some pretty amazing stuff, including the Elkhorn Easter egg decorating event, which is happening tomorrow and on the 29th from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. and 2 till 5 at the Elkhorn Resort. Here's a look at the eggs. Ukrainian Easter eggs. Space is limited, so be sure to register as soon as possible. 204-848-2802. To make some Ukrainian Easter eggs, 848-2802 to secure your spot at Elkhorn Resort Spa and Conference Center. And, of course, the Clarso Spa. Look at this. It's just beautiful. I was up there myself. It is a gorgeous place to be spending spring break. Check it out. Elkhorn Resort Clarso Nordic Spa. Sponsors of the Tyler Glen Show and your spring break headquarters. Go decorate some Easter eggs. And then I'm going to see if I can quickly pull up some of the, look at their pool there and their water slide. But they also have these activities. Oh, my God. Just a huge slate of fun family activities through the spring break. Give them a follow on social media. The Al Simmons concert was over the weekend. Did a great job. Thank you so much, Elkhorn, for making some great events for us to attend through the spring break. And do pay them a visit, say hi, and enjoy Clear Lake at springtime. Not just a summer destination anymore. No two ways about it. Okay, Rob Lowe celebrated his 60th birthday over the weekend. Let's see who was there and what they're looking like. So Rob Lowe is 60. Oh, wow, it's been a long time since we've seen Ellen DeGeneres. There's Ellen and Portia de Rossi. at Rob's birthday bash. Orlando Bloom and Katy Perry. Imagine being at this birthday party. Holy cow. All the celebrities. Man, Chris Pratt is there. Here comes Chris, 60th birthday bash. Robert Downey Jr., I'll have lemonade, please. No booze for me, thank you. No, no, no. Oh, Adam Levine and Ellen DeGeneres. Wonder if he sang a song, jumped up on the microphone. Gwyneth Paltrow looks like, no one is talking to me. Don't even know why I came. This coat is not as warm as I thought it would be when I left the house. Jeez. Benji Madden and Cameron Diaz were there. Zoe Saldana and Marco Perego were there. And there's the man of the hour. The newly minted senior citizen, Rob Lowe, who celebrated his 60th birthday. And in his left hand, he holds a birthday card. And since he is part Canadian, there is a brown envelope behind there, and he is getting the early payout of what we call the Canada Pension Plan. Yeah! Woo! Welcome to the Geezers Club, Rob. No, he's not part Canadian, and he's not getting any pension. But he would if he was Canadian. He'd get a brown envelope if he wanted to have the early buyout of his CPP.
Hey, I'm Rob Lowe, and I think now is a good time for a reverse mortgage on your house. I got a house in Beverly Hills, and a reverse mortgage is great because I'm not working as much as I should on the Hallmark Channel, and so my house pays me. Thank you, house. I don't even really use the pool that much anymore. We used to have these big pool parties. We do the aqua size now. We did the aqua size, and we all just watch Katy Perry.
Rob Lowe is 60. Rob Lowe is 60. Happy birthday, Rob Lowe. He is 60 years old. Okay, and lastly, the great bacon debate. We have got the sunrise breakfast on until 10 o'clock this morning. Your opportunity to drop by the Dome building at this year's Royal Manitoba Winter Fair and get some bacon in you. But what kind of bacon is the best bacon? Let me pull this up and you can chime in if you haven't done so already on Facebook. So when you are cooking your bacon, I don't think I've ever met a number one, first off. That's raw bacon. If you're eating raw bacon, you're going to get sick. You should not be eating raw pork, ever. Number two, I still can't talk to you. We can't be friends. Well, that's not true. I think Amber, my former co-host on radio, liked it, number two. And that's... Number two, are you kidding? No way, man. No way. It's barely got the oink out of it. Are you kidding me? Oh, man. Then number three, we're getting into undercooked territory. Number three is edible, but it's undercooked. I'm sorry. It is undercooked. Now, when you get to number four, we're friends. We are good friends. We're having a good time. Number four, I would think, is a normal human being. Cheryl is number four. Zumba Bernice is number four. Reverend is getting a little crispy. He's a 5 or 6. Lindy and I are friends at 4. Karen Enns is also a super crispy person. 5 is perfect, says Prairie East Coast. Well, here's the thing. A number 5 is the perfect sandwich bacon or the perfect burger bacon. Oh, mother-in-law's here. Dog is chirping. Crunchy like a ruler. Number 6, I just don't like the charcoal taste. I don't mind the crispiness, but it's a little charcoaly for me. A little charcoaly. Number 5, I can take. That's the cheeseburger bacon. That is like on a clubhouse. Clubhouse sandwich. Quentin says, Quentin had a fun weekend because Kelsey's back from Mexico. And says, if meat shrinks that much, should that meat be going in your mouth? All right, Quentin. All right. We know what kind of weekend you had with meat in the mouth. We know. Back to the bacon here. It's a different kind of porking going on. That's what she said. Zumba Bernice comes in for the win. Boom. Mic drop. And then she goes off to do Zumba. Pork Chop 2024 says gross. What, bacon in general or number 1? Yes, number 1 and number 2 are both gross. Number 3 is barely passable. But here is the question. Do you know of anyone who is a number 1 fan? Like, seriously, in all seriousness, somebody who just loves like that warm, barely cooked bacon. Do you know people like that? Are they normal human beings? Are they in a straight a coat that is like a white coat that has got the belts on it? Like that's pretty crazy. And you're kind of spinning the wheel on the whole salmonella thing, aren't you? Let's spin the wheel. Let's see if I get sick. And no food poisoning for me. All right, let's have another piece. Molly says, I like my bacon rubbery. Rubbery bacon. No, sir. No, ma'am. You can get your bacon, though, till 10 o'clock this morning, again at the Dome Building. Sunrise breakfast continues. We have to say farewell to our friends on TikTok. Thank you so much, TikTokers. Appreciate you being here for part of the show. I can't believe it. You guys were supposed to be sleeping in today. Maybe you had a quiet night last night. I don't know. Thanks for piling in and saying hi. We're going to move the party over to Twitch, though. Twitch.tv/Tyler Glen Show for hour 2. Thank you for being here for hour 1. We're going to do this again tomorrow, by the way, at 7 a.m. Central Time. And there's a podcast abbreviated version of the show available at tylerglenshow.com or wherever you get your podcasts, okay? So thanks for being here. Heading on over to Twitch. Thank you, TikTok. Have a great Monday, and we'll see you at the fair tomorrow. Take care. Okay, we have said farewell to our friends on TikTok, and now we will say farewell to our friends on Facebook and X and YouTube, and we will go exclusively to Twitch. Thank you, YouTube. Bye-bye for now.